Good evening, and welcome. We're playing in the 2+1 Bullet Arena, and I wanted to play in this tournament because it's preparation for an upcoming 3+2 tournament that I will be having, but it'll be over the board. So 3+2 over the board is like 2+1 online. You get me? So here we go. 1500 to start off with. Let's play fast. What's going to be the operating principle here, I guess? Fast moves, safe position. Okay, gotta play something. Gotta play something. Yeah, this knight move here wasn't so hot. It was an easy to meet threat, and once he saw it, then pretty much gotta go back. He's only 1500, but he's not playing bad at all so far. Now a few cracks starting to form. What's gonna be our plan? Well, just be tactically sharp at the moment, I think, is the main plan. I'm gonna break this open because, well, just because. It's a sound sacrifice. I'm getting back all the material, but I don't know if it's the fastest way to win, but it's sure as hell convincing enough. Now he's got to go for a massive attack. We could have traded the queens to simplify our situation, but missed that. Now we have to be a little careful with this queen. As well as this knight. We trapped his queen, one way or another. So, first game looks like we should be winning now. Um, I wouldn't say it was the smoothest of wins, but smooth enough. Oh, I made a blunder there. It's too late for him. Okay, one thing I've got to be a little bit careful about is making errors in those final seconds when I think they're going to run out of time anyway. Because they do have the 1 second increment, and you never know. Like if they have an extra rook, for example, and only 2 seconds left, with that 1 second increment, they might be able to still convert it. So we have to be careful. Mm. This is where bad habits from prior playing strategies can backfire. We're gonna resist that castling intention because we're gonna close this down, I think. I could have actually taken that. Couldn't I have just taken that? Maybe I could take it now. Defending. If he gets his bishop on the wrong side, then it's a big, big problem. He's trying to find a good move here. Barnoy, T74. Let's have a look at the overall tournament. I don't know why we don't have any points next to our name. That doesn't quite make sense. Because we won the previous game, didn't we? Okay, maybe there's a glitch. But anyhow, some guys have already won 3 games, so yeah, he's got a maneuver here for sure. But I'm counting on some kind of tactic. Counting on some kind of tactic to save the day for me, although I'm not sure if it does. I'm kind of winging it here. It's a even position, I think. Oh shit, should have defended it. It's an even position, but we have kind of safe position, a safe king, which makes a big difference here. He's got to deliver a lot of checks. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't let the game drag out so long. Maybe we should try to be more decisive given it's a arena and all that. But anyhow, yeah, let's try to win on class first. Let's not be too much in this arena mode. It is still a with with any kind of increment, the skill factor is heightened. So the quality of game needs to be higher as a result of that. Just going on with the shot here. This is a little bit premature feeling, but at the same time, what else I'm going to do? I'm just going to give this a little bit of extra defense here. Come in with this knight threat. Knight comes in the way. It's kind of annoying. He manages to squeeze off the pawn, or does he? Not quite. Okay, he. Now we've got this pretty much well covered. The bishop pair should be very powerful here. Safe position, good pins, good bishop pair. His queen doesn't have any real entry point, and we've got a soft target. We should just be able to simply. He's trying to sacrifice, not gonna really work. That plays into our hands actually, since we're looking for a quick mate. He has a little slight defense. Now we don't want to let him get away with a draw. Remember that. Okay, nice. Next. Okay, we're in the top leagues here. 3 wins in a row versus 4 for Night Knight, who's got a rating of 281. So he's playing against the worst players you can imagine, like worse than you can imagine. 281. You cannot imagine what level that might be. But he's clearly a sandbagger. Always a sandbaggers otherwise. Okay, he's 1400 but knows a fairly tricky little opening here. Does this all he studies? We all know that opening studier type who learns their little trickster openings, and then honestly they just play with that bad shitty opening for the rest of their chess careers typically. And then they wonder like, hey, why am I not doing better? I'll tell you why. It's because of your shitty opening. Oh, I think I was in a bit of trouble there. I've been playing a little bit cavalierly in this game. Have to be a little more careful. This is. It is possible to lose. It is possible to lose. We're gonna go with this kind of pawn push here. Just creating some mania. Unfortunately, nothing more than mania. So it's not that good, and there's no real back rank threat. That's a bit much for him to do, but okay. So he breaks up his structure, and in exchange, what do we have? Okay, he's even willing to trade this. We should be happy with that. Now, oh shit, I blundered. I blundered. Fuck, fuck. Oh, he blundered too. Gave us a little chance there. Maybe he goes for a little trade. No. He's a pretty decent endgame player, this fellow, for 1400er. Okay, now he's putting himself under too much pressure. Maybe I spoke too soon there. We'll keep it gentle. We'll keep it gentle. Okay, let's start a little deep slide here. Let's start a little deep slide. No. Now we're basically going against what we were suggesting we were going to do. Let's actually push this threat. It seems dangerous enough. But everything's starting to collapse now, so now we can win. Okay. Yeah, quite a game. He played pretty decent until the end game there. Okay, Kaza Mujaster from Serbia. Is he going to be the one that puts a stop to our hot streak so far, which is, I think, 4 wins in a row? Just threw out a check there with not too much else to show for it. Damn, that's not bad, man. He managed to actually get something hard. Okay, so he's a 1700er and he's got a slight, oh shit, more than a slight edge now if he plays the right move here. This is a critical blunder from me. Critical blunder. Fuck. Here we have to hold on to this pawn. And now try to trap his rook or something. But how? He can even play this and just win a pawn. Check. His rook is getting into tricky territory. Yeah, he got himself all tangled up there. I don't know why. But now we are definitely back in the game. He'll deliver a check, no? No checks. Okay, let's not get mated here. Let's try to rattle up the structure now. Okay, he goes to try to hold on. Let's stay here. Yeah, we're making it difficult for him to advance his position. Let's just double simply. Yeah, he wants to be able to play this for sure. He's managed to make the position difficult for me to penetrate, but he's running low on time, so it's going to be difficult for him to play accurately. Now we're forcing a trade of rooks. That should pretty much seal the deal here now. After this, it'll be very difficult for him to hold the position intact. But he does have a good kind of fortress in a way here. It's difficult for the rook to invade. Difficult for anything meaningful to happen, but we can try. We can certainly try, but we've got to be careful not to trick ourselves in the process. He's got a tricky knight. He fumbled finally. Hey, he was playing not bad. He was playing not bad at all. Let's just be safe here. Check. Check him again. What do we do here? How do we nab that pawn? I think we can't let him advance his king. That's the key. This way we have him zugzwanged and we can just nab off the pieces. But he's got the last one in. Quite a game there. Yeah, quite a game. We had to really work hard for that one. Let's play the next. We are in the top 5 or so with 5 wins in a row, but the leaders have 6. So we've got some catching up to do here. Got to get some good quick wins under our belt. We've been grinding a bit too much. Okay, this is the perfect chance for a quick win here. It's a 1200 level opponent. But I'm not playing the opening that can lead to a quick win actually. Or am I? He can invade the position. So now we've got a significant material advantage, but nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. No mating threats. Um, it's just run of the mill advantage, basic advantage. And he is trying to be a little tricky, despite being just 1200. He's playing with significant trickstery skill, actually, here. So credit to him for that. He's managed to get a fairly decent attack even. It's time to activate our rook. We can't just be face in the dark. We gotta make stuff happen. Wow, that's not a bad shout at all. Sheesh. Got me with a double check coming up. Another single direction check, but it's a powerful one because he can win this piece. So he managed a pretty good tactical skirmish against us there, despite, I mean, he's got hardly seconds left. Now he finally blunders, but kudos to you for a brave game there. I'm impressed. It's still playing on, actually. Yeah, these 2+1 guys can tend to be able to fight pretty well in with increments. That's my insight here. People who play 2+1 professionally, like these tournament fellows, they clearly have played it enough times. All right. Yeah, another one that we had to grind the win on. But anyway, we got 6 in a row. Hey, when's the next game? Come on, come on, come on. Next game, next game. Yeah. Wasim Khan from Sri Lanka. Also another 1200er. Let's make it difficult for this guy. We'll keep queens on the board. Queen is my best piece. Should we break open the center, release that IQP? Yeah, I guess so. There is a little bit of vulnerability in my position here, isn't there? Let's take away the bishop pair. He's got himself in trouble here. It's actually not just winning the bishop pair, but also winning a piece. just trade material and win it simply. Or but these guys, they probably fight pretty hard. Uh, Sorry, what am I doing? I don't want to allow that. I don't know what I'm doing. I should have just helped myself trade the queens. But now he's weakening his king. He's definitely a bit vulnerable. We should get our rooks into play. Maybe from here and from here. Well, let's get the queen all up in for a mate. Especially now that he went greedy. There's definitely a vulnerability here. He had to give up the. Try not to lose the rook suddenly. We've got this all relatively well defended. That's superficial. Mostly superficial. Yeah. We've got him under a mating attack here. Gonna take that and then get mated in two. Or two. No, this is the right one. This is the only mate actually. The other one wasn't a mate in the previous because the queen had an eye on that square, I think. Yeah. All right, Wazim Khan locked out. So 7-7, 7 games for us in a row. We are in third place in the tournament now. We got a 1500er. We should be able to grind some points here. Just gotta be clinical with him. Might take some material here. I think I'm getting some material, right? Yeah. Losing a double pawns, but getting material. No doubled pawns. Now we just develop, trade, hustle, check. Let's just develop. Let's allow doubling of pawns if he really wants it. Prophylactic against that knight. Knights are always tricky. Just do some basic development. Okay, finally he takes it. Not a bad shout. But his king is a little bit more vulnerable as a result, and so is ours, but it should be safe here. Might be able to block our bishop out quite elegantly, so credit to him for that, but we're counting on having significantly better position anyway otherwise. It's actually only marginally better, in all honesty. Our position is only marginally better, and maybe I shouldn't have allowed the doubling of my pawns. The slight fracturing of the position is not totally inconsequential. But we are slowly grinding him down in the position as well here. So yeah, we're getting a good grinding position, not necessarily an easy, flamboyant one, if that makes any sense. Don't you hate it when people say, if that makes any sense? Mm, we got something intermezzo. We have to be careful here, actually. Yeah, we're messing up if we take that. So there's a possibility for a draw here. Opposite colored bishop's position. So there is some possibility for a draw here for him. We have to be careful. We have to slowly whittle him down on the clock, and then he'll blunder. I mean, opposite colored bishop position is fine if there's like nothing else going on but bishop and a couple of pawns. But normally you've got a lot more things going on than just that. So it's not so straightforward, as you can see right now. Start just putting a little pressure everywhere here and there till he finally cracks. Yeah. All right. Good game, that. Good game. Now we are at 8 out of 8, and we are officially in the lead, it looks like. It looks like we're in the lead here. Chen Yang, he's got 20 points. He's a 1300 level bloke, so he's not a bad shout. Playing an interesting opening. Bishop looks close to being trapped. We gotta try. There, not there. Okay. Stay on this diagonal. Target that weak pawn. No, not anymore. Put pressure on this setup. Start removing his defenders. Might switch on into a big attack soon with the rook swinging up and everything. Now he can't hold on to the knight. His bishop's getting played out of the position. Can't hold on to the knight. He was hoping to be able to capture back here, but he got blundered. So at least he had the class to admit when he was tactically outfoxed there. And that was a credit to us. 9 out of 9. So now we're getting the big points because now people are looking to get a high ranking. You know, they're looking to get in the top 10 or something. So when they see that they're up against a 2000 plus, they're like, oh, fuck it, man. I'll just resign. So now's our time to really shine in the tournament. That's a key insight. In Bullet Arena, if you stay on past the first half an hour, you might thin out the field and start getting the real value for point time. A little bit fuzzy move here. Little bit fuzzy move. Not sure. Maybe this bishop doesn't quite belong here, does he? Now the queen can enter the attack, perhaps. It's a bit premature, but there's something. I think this check is actually rather powerful. Check, because there was a loose bishop there. So he pretty much has to take it, and now he gets into this setup here. Now it's tempting to take that, but we run into this maneuver which could backfire easily, and yeah, we just keep a nice solid eye on the king. Position is solid enough, or should we buckle him down? I think we put him under some attacking pressure, see how he responds. Now maybe get the king out of the way slightly and consider playing g5. We've got a solid advantage, but no major mating net. As we get something rolling here, but he's played it well, making ourselves a little bit vulnerable now. Gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful here. Okay. This is our careful move. If he captures Empusal, we have this. We have this. We have solidity. What should we do? What should we do? I couldn't find a great way to use the bishop. We'll trade it off for sure. Thank you. Now just make sure we don't lose to the spin. Let's keep him genuinely honest. Um, yeah, let's not lose suddenly. Okay, he lost suddenly. Good game. Okay, that should be 10 out of 10 for us, and we are back in the lead, but it is up and down here. I don't know exactly. It doesn't even show me the points. It's so dumb. It doesn't even show me like how many points I have. Anyway, Pakistani Guru John, he's on 0 points. He just joined the tournament. So he might be a part-time guest. Like he's just gonna play a couple of games and then buzz off, probably. Playing a rather subdued, solid setup against this Paki. Who's got my doubled pawns potentially here. I will take that off. You also try to get that bishop off. Just hold the position solid now. Develop a little bit. Play against any minority attack. Don't allow him to get a nice outpost for no reason. Now we castle. Queen starts to invade the position from somewhere, perhaps. Or we break it open. Not really sure what's the right way to handle this. But I think a little tickle first might be good. Little tickle first. Yeah. Let's totally invade that position now. Bishop is holding this. We get a another pawn advantage, or one pawn advantage only. Okay, but a significant positional edge here. Probably would be good to even facilitate more trades if he allows it. Okay, let's go back. Let's just play it cool now. Play it cool. See, these 2+1 guys, they tend to be pretty good at playing positions that they can hang around in for a long time. But we here are trying to prove to him that you can't just hang around. You've got to actually do something, because eventually you're going to run into less than 10 seconds, and then who's going to save you? No one. But yeah, he is managing to not quite lose it just yet. We've cracked him down to low time, but he's hanging on. So we'll have to advance, break open the position a little bit. Try to get some stuff rolling in another direction here now. He gets the check, and he delivers a crucial blow there. So that's not good news for us. We shouldn't have allowed that. But this is exactly how these 2+1ers are. They find a way to make something sort of work, and then they try to win with that increments. But we're going to prove that you can't do that, not against us. He's trying to get some back rank checks, not going to happen. Yeah. In fact, he gets slower than towards the end when he actually thinks he's got something to play for. So, yeah. Okay, I think we are still in the lead here, but I don't know by how much. I don't know how much of a head start we got here. It doesn't tell me. I'm going to be happy to take that pawn. I think he could have played this better probably, but he's played it reasonably well anyway. Okay, so does he have perpetual? Might have perpetual and it would break my streak, but he's not taking it. So we're going to play for the win. Just playing a few careful moves here to get back into control of the game. Soon we play this, but there's no rush. Or just hold everything solid. There are few gaps. Nah, naughty boy. Threatening mate now, so he's got to do something. Now he can defend it still. Now his only bet is like a last second save somehow, but we're going to just, you know, hone in on this attack here. Just hone in on that attack. All right, good game. I don't know how much time there is left in the tournament. It doesn't even say. This is a lousy tournament. Jaroslav the player. Oh shit. I played the wrong opening. Anyway, whatever. We'll make it work. 1800er. Let's keep it solid. A slight weakness there, maybe. Guess I should castle. Maybe knight back f4 is worth playing for now. You have to always figure out what your pawn break plan is going to be. And this looks to be it for us. Putting more pressure there, so coaxing. General slight weaknesses. Gotta be a little patient here. Let him make his own mistake. I'm tempted to sacrifice some material, but also a bit hesitant. He's got a good idea with this, potentially, but he does lose something and he does expose his king, so even that maybe not. Definitely spending too much time on the idea, though. Finally, something opens up. It's a decent shout. I think we gotta play something like this. Yeah, not finding a good move here, not finding a good move. Gotta do something. We have this weird knight. That's our whole problem. in this game, this weird night. I think we have to reposition him somewhere. I don't know exactly know where, but somewhere he's got to go. He's managing to play pretty decent, holding on, and this is definitely a good move now. Tough shout here, tough shout. Things starting to get a bit rough for me, but he's also running low on the clock, so that's good for us. I think, should we start opening him up? Or do we end up opening our own king? Too much hesitating. Very close to making a blunder here. Feels like. He's thinking way too long. All right. Yeah, we don't know how much time is left in the tournament because the tournament thing is not saying so. But it should be about, I don't know, was it a 1 hour long tournament or 2 hours long? Might not play the whole shebang, might have to go in a bit, but this has been fun regardless. Maybe f5 directly would have been better. Break on some sort of attack here, but now what? Just take a fast pawn. We try to trade that bishop off. Maybe it helps, yeah. Trade the bishop off. If we trade all the material off, we're winning this position, like, strategically. If he tucks his king away, we slide our queen away. Trade, happily trade. Take tempo, take the center. Maybe start to attack that pawn. A little bit iffy here, but we are keeping him an isolated pawn, so that's something. Maybe to try to get our knight in here. So giving him a back rank check possibility. Okay. Maybe it was the end of the tournament. That's why the game just supported suddenly. So what's the final standing? Do we get that pop-up notification? It looks like I'm in the lead and it feels like I've been winning everything, but the page isn't really loading properly, and I don't know. Divya Alinia wants to play. Who the hell is this? And someone else wants to play. Upapa Ponayan. Who's this? 1200 200 like, what are you gonna do playing against me, man? Don't show me your certificate. Divya has some damn certificate, man. Like, what is this? Hey, what's my standing in the tournament, guys? Did anyone say Hariharan wants to play us? Man, we are popular. Look how popular we got as a result of winning this Bullet Arena. Uh, yeah, I think we won it, but I don't know where my trophy is. Let me just refresh the page, see what happens. Oh, there we are. There we go. So yeah, we won the tournament, and it wasn't by a huge, huge margin, but it was pretty solid. First was close to us, but we just had a perfect 13 out of 13 performance. Yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, thank you all for watching. I'm going to be retiring now. Cheers.